Ladies and gentlemen, now apologies, I'm a little bit late to this party, but in today's video, we're going to be wailing out on all of the early access bundles for Professor X to see if we can score that 5 or 6 star version, man. And via the Content Creator Program beta yesterday, we got the opportunity to have a hands-on look at the 6 star rank too. And Professor X is just so much fun to play. He's got mad special attack damage, some really trippy animations, he counters, evade, and also miss opponents as well, and yeah, just has some very quirky utility on top of that. He's immune to reverse controls, and also his falter mechanic gives you a really good in at all sorts of different opportunities. So I really do like Professor X, man. I think he's kind of a well-rounded character. I wish he had a little bit more utility on top of him as well, but he's really fun to play, and I think there are kind of new wave nodes and scenarios where he's going to be really useful. But one thing to keep in mind as well, because again, these bundles, man, any Cavalier, any Grandmaster crystal, most of the time you just immediately get a sense of regret after you purchase them. So they're not often suggested, man. They're very expensive as well. But just something to keep in mind, in just over 30 days, there's going to be the next featured 5-star hero crystal, and it's going to start with Hitmonkey, then you've got Guardian, you also have Sasquatch there as well, then Airwalker Dragon Man, and the last featured character should be Professor X as well. So yeah, in 30 days you might have a chance of getting him from the next featured 5-star hero crystal, and hopefully the additional pool is going to be quite spicy as well, because they have made more of an effort now to spice up those pools a little bit more. So hopefully we're going to see some really good stuff out in the next one. But if you're a massive diehard fan for Professor X and you really want to get him, man, just something to keep in mind as well. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's buy both of these bundles and go in for a massive early access crystal opening. Alright, so we've just loaded up all 20 crystals. We're going to start off with the Grandmaster ones, and usually the Grandmaster ones, you know, aren't really that great. However, in the last early access crystal opening we did for, I think it was Guardian and Sasquatch, we actually managed to pull a 5-star Sasquatch from the last Grandmaster crystal. So yeah, fingers crossed we can have a decent bit of luck on these today, man. But worst case scenario, if we get 3-star Professor X just for a Maestro testing video at some point, that'd be really good. I want to see how he does at lower power levels as well, and also what synergies the 3-star version has on him. I do think the 3 stars are usually quite light on synergies, man, so I don't think he's gonna have too much available. But yeah, I'm curious to see. I'm curious to find out. The really annoying thing about Professor X, man, is he has all these amazing synergies which affect all mutants, all X-Men tag characters as well, so Magic, Phoenix, and I think a Longshot on top of that. But he doesn't affect himself for those synergies, so yeah, that's a bit of a pain. He's got some really cool stuff though, man. But I would just wish he could benefit from his own shielding ability, and also his own cheat death ability as well, because he can give any mutant character kind of a Phoenix style of cheat death, where you cheat death and then instantly regen as well. So yeah, that's really nice. But the Grandmaster crystal results are not really nice, man. They are really dry so far. My goodness. But these are the Grandmaster crystals. Usually, you can't really expect too much, man. It's a bit of a win if you get one 5-star champion. However, new characters coming around the corner, boys, and it's going to be a 4-star version of Professor X there. So we've got the 4-star secured for a little bit of fun. I'm very happy to see that. So yeah, that's pretty good. Not a bad start. At least we've got the new character as well. If you want to test him out, we can do 4-star rank 2 versus Maestro. If we do not get the 3-star version, but hey, I'll certainly take that, man. And the 4-star is bound to have more synergies than the 3-star version as well. I don't know if the 4-star has all of the synergies, including the Phoenix one. But yeah, it'd be fun to test her out with that full synergy at some point for certain events as well. There's so many videos I want to make in the new Cavalier difficulty, man. I got a really interesting idea for one a little bit later this evening, so keep an eye on the uploads. Hopefully it does go well. But I've been thinking of all sorts of combos, because there are some very interesting nodes in Cavalier difficulty that allow characters with certain stuff just get ridiculously buff. So yeah, there's some cool stuff, but there's also if you don't have the right champion to synergize with the nodes in Cavalier difficulty, then yeah, it's just a massive pain, bro. I know a lot of people are struggling through like the diss track chapter and also the cosmic chapter at the moment. And the tech node chapter is a bit rubbish as well. The tech node is like completely useless in all my testing so far. I was even testing out like Red Skull and How the Duck, and it just like, it wasn't working, man. Because that node gives power drain for like every armor you've got, and then you need to power drain the opponent below like a threshold of 1 bar of power and you get additional fury. But it's just really impractical, man. It just doesn't really work with the kinetic transference node. But anyway, lads, I'm getting off on a tangent here. Professor X, 3-star as well. Oh, okay, that's really, really good. Perfect. Oh, okay, well, we got the 3 and 4-star, man. Dude, if we get the 5 and 6-star out of the Cavaliers, bro, that'd be crazy, dude. I'll happily settle for just a 5-star version, man. 5-star would be so good. Or a 5-star version of Dragon Man would be insane as well. Again, the sub on this crystal is really, really nice. Like, all the Cavalier crystals are going to have some quite spicy jackpots this month. Because we're going to have the Professor X and Dragon Man crystals. And then the Apocalypse and Professor X crystals. So yeah, dude, I'm so excited. We are going to be wailing on those, man. I'm really, really looking forward to doing a massive Fat Boy Cavalier crystal opening. For both Professor X and Apocalypse when they come out. I know we dropped... what is it, like a grand for Red Guardian and also Black Widow, and that didn't turn out too well. I don't know if we'll go that deep, man. I think we're gonna go near that though, because yeah, both the characters look pretty damn crazy. I'm a bit more excited for like Apocalypse's Horseman ability, where he can transform a mutant character into a horseman, and that has some crazy synergies with certain characters, man. But yeah, it was looking pretty far on paper, but I'm curious to test that out as well. Let's go for Cavalier Crystal number 1, and it's going to be a 3-star version of Black Widow. So that is terribly unfortunate there. Yeah, that's not a great beginning. But it's at least we got like 2 versions of Professor X so far, man. It could be worse. We've definitely had like early access openings where we haven't even got the new character. Like many of those. But let's have a look, mate. Crystal number 12 here, and it's going to be a 4-star version of King Groot. So definitely not my first choice, but you know, if we get something out of these Cavalier crystals that's pretty damn spicy, mate, I'll certainly be happy. This is Cavalier Crystal number 3 now, and coming around the corner is a 3-star version of Vision Arcus. Yeah, not the character that we necessarily wanted to see there. But let's go. We're almost halfway through one of these Cavalier bundles, man. We got Crystal number 4 here, and it's going to be a 3-star version of War Machine. My goodness. Okay, this next one, man, is the last one in the first $50 bundle. Because again, these bundles, they ain't cheap, man. Cavalier crystals are so expensive. They're still like a usual price, like $10 a pop. It looks like we've got some connection issues. Hopefully going to have some rigged luck with the mystery crystal here. The mystery crystal, whenever it bugs out, man, I swear it's like always really, really disappointing. But it looks like, is it stopping now, bro? Mystery crystal stopping? Let's go, and it's going to be a 4-star version of Professor X. So yeah, if we didn't open the Grandmaster crystals, that would have been $50 for a single 4-star version of Professor X. Again, I'm happy that we're getting the new character. It could be worse, but this still does not represent like anything close to good value for your coins at the moment. Okay, this is Cavalier Crystal number 6, and it's going to be... Is that a... Oh, got me excited, man. I thought that might be a 6-star version there, but 5-star, that's not too bad. I will take that. I think we just need to like wiggle this around a bit for the reel to come back. Yeah, that's a really weird bug. Okay, well that was a better start, man. I'm happy to see a 5-star version of Sorcerer Supreme there. That's going to be a 4-star version of Omega Red. So not quite my my first choice, but we got 3 more to go, man. And then potentially one very cheeky little stop at Desperation Station, because we do have the Summoner Sigil, so we can buy 1 more Cavalier Crystal if needed. But that's going to be a 4-star version of Black Widow. Not quite what we're after, but 2 more crystals remain, man. And we have a mystery crystal here. I really hope they fix this bug with the reel, like, not showing, man. I love the reel. It gets me so excited. But this is going to be a 3-star version of Punisher 2099. Okay, let's wiggle about this crystal here. Let's go for the reel. This is the final one outside of Desperation Station. And we are going to be landing on a 3-star version of Mordo. So yeah, that was $100 for a 5-star Sorcerer Supreme dupe and also a 4-star Professor X dupe. So the Cavaliers, definitely a bit of a letdown, man. But let's see if the Black ISO market in Desperation Station can save us today. Let's go for the single Cavalier crystal that you can buy. I feel like for the Summoner Sigil, man, they should spice it up. Even on the early access bundles, bro, it should be at this point Cavalier Nexus crystals. Can you imagine how hyped that would be for, like, early access crystal openings? If you had Nexus Cavalier crystals, man, that'd be pretty damn good. Everybody would be going crazy then. And also, it triples the drop rate of something good on them. So I think that would be a big improvement if they ever fancy, you know, being a tad more generous, man. We can only pray. But let's have a look. Desperation Station today is going to be giving us a 3-star version of Professor X there. At least we pulled Professor X 4 times. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, man. We've had some good crystal openings in the past, but the last few weeks have not been, you know, incredibly triumphant. But hey, next week, lads, next Thursday, we've got the debut of Professor X, and we're going to be going in for a $400 Cavalier crystal opening. So if you yeah, do you want to see that? Be on the channel next Thursday. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.